Bombay Beach, to the uninitiated, might sound whimsical, foreign, exotic. A place to water ski, surf, and recreate, with the sun on your skin and an ice-cold cocktail in your hand. And 50 years ago, that may have been the case. But today, Bombay Beach, California sits on the shores of a lake that's filled with water toxic to animal life, and is considered one of the state's most humiliating ecological hazards. These are the shores of the Salton Sea. The town of Bombay Beach, which our host, Data Anices, discovered while playing a video game about a post-apocalyptic world called Fallout, has rebounded from its dystopian zenith and found a new group of sojourners who are creating a thriving community. This is thanks to an artistic movement founded in 2016 called the Bombay Beach Biennale, a now annual art event that spawns a sprawling and completely untamed universe of artistic expression and exhibition for one long weekend once a year. The only rules are no monetizing, no advertising, and you must participate. That's right, the dates of the finale weekend are never publicized. So, you have to know to go.
I've hesitated, contemplated, and then I waited some more. But all I ever really know for sure is that you are the sweetest little thing that's ever been. My sweetest angel and my sweetest
Real Vegas slot machine.
And how you're all that I dream about at night. Without you nothing seems right. You know that I love you so, and I will never ever let you go. Oh, no. I tried to stop it, tried to drop it, tried to run away. But if you're the train I hopped it in, now there's nothing more to say. But you're all that I dream about at night. Without you nothing seems right. You know that I love you so, and I will never ever let you go. Oh, no, no. You're all I dream about. All I dream about. You're all I need now. When I close my eyes, you're all I see.
On the shores of the Salton Sea is where we be for the 2024 Bombay Beach Biennale. Woo! The artists have gathered and art they have made, all switching on their lights. It usually starts with a parade. We look to the future, we honor the past, remember the dead, and try to make this present last. But it all happens so fast, and soon we'll be gone, and we will move on. So don't miss the things that you think you should see and the things you don't know that you might not have seen, for there is too much and too many to possibly know, so hurry, don't wait, go to the main show! Off with you all to our newly paved roads, the estates, the opera house, reap what you've sowed, be good to each other, try not to suck. Unless it's requested of you, then drink up some more. Words will be spoken, songs will be sung, pictures and paintings are already hung. From the moment now to the end we command you all to have fun. From today until it's all done. Thanks to our founders, Steph and Tao and Lily. What a stupidly wonderful place to get creative, weird, and silly. Happy Biennale, let the weird times begin. And good luck to those that have never been.
The only person that lives on a beach full time.
Creating something?
Full time, 2 years.
Are you building something? I guarantee you, if you look up, you'll see the moon centered right over it. Because it's the energy, it's the energy over there. Anytime there's creation going on, at nighttime you'll see the moon right over it. It's every time.
Rucksack, going on an adventure. Always go
Does anyone want to read some noir?
Yeah!
I'm David Olsen. I write under the name Nik Xandir Wolf. And these are a couple of the anthologies that we've done. We do have some people here who have pieces that have been submitted to that. So we're going to read some pieces that are unpublished, which will be fun. And then we'll read some pieces from these other books. Just wanted to start, like, I kind of like to think about what, like, the word noir means. And so I wanted to keep this kind of open-ended. So we kind of specialize in surf noir. That's kind of like what I edit on the books side. However, we expanded out a little bit. I have a definition here. A genre of crime film or fiction characterized by cynicism, fatalism, or moral ambiguity. I'm saying this because there's sort of a broad spectrum of noir that I feel like is being covered today. And it's all awesome, and it's all covered under this kind of, this little segment we're doing here. So I am going to introduce some readers, one by one. They're going to read for a few minutes.
I'm halfway through a reread of The Bell Jar when the call comes in. I like to let it hit the 5th ring, but the new guy, some Ken wannabe named Darren, picks it up right away. County Coroner's Office, this is Darren speaking, and he's smiling. Like the person on the phone can see him.
Dusk. The road ahead tumbles beneath a fine quiet. A burst head of cloud cauliflowered in bloom. Your hat as passenger, crown down. A variation on the shape that farewell takes.
Melody throws her backpack on the bedroom floor. Flashcards spilling out like sand. Words stare up, tossed at starfish angles, crooked and scattered. She can't make out any one phrase.
Carrie kissed and snapped, beckoning her Dachshund Terrier mixed Dash to keep pace as they darted across West Point Loma Boulevard on their way to Dog Beach for the last time.
Boarheads, aka the Boarheads Killer, serial killer, American, active 1991 to 2002.
What brings me here to this post-apocalyptic blistering hellscape of sand and ballistic heat, toxic water, and the smell of millions of tilapia skeletons that crush under your feet as the stink of sulfur fills the airs and trips your gag reflex the minute you step out of your car?
I have an equation for the value of life. Do you want to hear it? Dixie said. I nodded. The weight of a death is inversely proportional to the wrongful acts of an individual. The greater the evil the person has done, the lower the societal death rate. More of a sliding scale and a straightforward equation. Now, who is it? She said, taking another sip of her tea. And why do they need to die? So, we'll end there, but
my name is Dadan Isis, and I've been at the Biennale since year 1, and I privately painted my entire life, and I mean honestly about 10 people knew that I painted. About the time I turned 50, a small group of them decided it was time for me to show, and I was trying to enter into the gallery world and was having difficulty accessing it, and I wasn't really enjoying the responses I was getting. We rolled forward to a couple years later, and my friend knew I was trying to show art, and he calls me up the year before Biennale, the night before Biennale year 1. And he's like, hey, my nephew's doing this art thing in the desert and you should go there. I said, well, can you tell me about it? Not really. I'm just like, well, where is it? And he says, some fucking place called Bombay Beach. And I just threw all this stuff in my car. And I had a luchador outfit on the whole time, and I was chain smoking blunts and riding my BMX bike all over. And my image went viral for the event. And then I was like, my partner was like, we can buy property here. We bought a piece of sand. I showed up the next year and I propped up paintings in the dirt with 2x4s, and one of the founders, Tauro Posi, walked by, saw my stuff. Turns out he's my friend's nephew.
Oh, so funny.
Right? We're actually trying to create an intentional community.
Right.
Bombay Beach, when we started to arrive, over 60% of the properties were in abandonment and tax abatement. There was active meth cooking happening. There were several chop shops. When the Biennale came in, we started buying up the properties. There are no abandoned properties in Bombay Beach.
Wow.
There are no tax abated properties here at all. There are no more chop shops here. The meth cooking is gone. The prostitution houses are gone. We've cleaned up all of the trash, and we're creating an intentional community here of creative people who want to create and become an incubator for the arts and for community redevelopment here.
Is this some of your work in here?
All of this is my work.
This is all your work?
Yeah.
Can you tell us about some of these paintings?
So I was brought up religiously fundamental. I was deeply committed. I tried really hard, and that shit didn't take. So I've created this, my temple to the scientific method, where I paint scientists and philosophers as religious icons, because I think it's time for us to let go of the supernatural and embrace the natural, you know, accept the human condition with all of our strengths and all of our weaknesses. Many of the people I portray in here are not perfect individuals, because there is no perfect individual, and it's okay that we can accept them for their insights and call them out for when they're wrong. I'm building this out as an artistic retreat space and an event place. I provide all services for free, because, you know, when you take money, you need to take complaints, and if people want to be here, you are welcome, and if you don't, you can go pay for somebody else's service, right?
You know, what do you see as sort of the future of your work here, and then sort of the Biennale at large?
We've started expanding the Biennale. It started as only 2 days, and now we're trying to expand it to a season, because we want to create a creative space here that happens all the time. And there was big events here starting on the 1st of January, and we've been doing little events all year. I was involved in the film festival, which took place last weekend. I run film history classes here. It's about growing it beyond the weekend festival, but then the weekend festival is when we can come together and we celebrate our work together.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
It's such a special place. It really resonated with me, you know, at what you guys are doing here.
We're not the only humans on the planet who think like this, and there are other communities doing it, but I do love what we're doing here in Bombay Beach. New movements have a real chance to rise and thrive at these moments, and, you know, I'm doing our best to take ours and see what we can do here.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Sure, thank you.